Hello everybody. My name is Ajit Londhe, and so a little about me, as Craig kind of already alluded to. I grew up outside of Philadelphia, so I'd be remiss if I didn't mention our great sports teams right now. I currently live with my wife Mina in South Texas. Yeah, we don't wear cowboy hats or say the phrase "darn tootin' ever. Um, but my background is in computer science and IT, and then I did a career shift into epidemiology about 7 years ago. So my career using OMOP and Odyssey kind of starts roughly 2010 or so at Janssen. And at Janssen, I worked on, I believe that's Achilles, hopefully I got the right character there. I worked on maintaining the Achilles package a bit. I led a CDM metadata working group and also contributed development to the original data quality dashboard. And then since then at Amgen and also at BI, I've been contributing to the Atlas stack. And so throughout my career, in this space, I've always prioritized using the Odyssey methods and tools and data model and so forth, because I've seen firsthand the power of it. So I've been privileged to work with so many talented researchers and clinicians for network studies and for site-specific studies, and have them published. And they all had one thing in common, which was that they used OMOP CDM and Odyssey tools by and large. So I've seen what this stack can do, and so that's why I'm very passionate about trying to help add to the open source community, much like JPEG mentioned before. So in the last year and a half or so, the work I've been contributing has been on behalf of Amgen. And so first off, enabling Atlas and other tools to work in our environment at Amgen required adding Apache Spark SQL support to SQL render. But then even more importantly, I would say, is actually trying to understand our users, their use cases, behaviors, how they actually would want to use Atlas and the tools. And I think what was interesting was that those needs and use cases were very similar to what others in the community have asked for as well. In speaking with John Duke at the symposium, he said, "Hey, I was posting about reusables back in 2015." So I think that just shows that we really do have all the same, typically, kinds of needs when it comes to generating evidence. So I think there is a commonality between kind of the needs of your site and the needs of the community. And for good reason, we should be looking to continue to contribute to the open source community. So for the rest of 2022, which isn't very much time, but I'm very interested in kind of helping with the documentation of Atlas. So being able to enable Solr search. And also, Nigel asked me, "Hey, we got to add some stuff to the education workgroup content with regards to Atlas and some of the new stuff that we've been adding." So certainly want to contribute there. There's also some Atlas 2.13 stuff that I believe will be by year end, although could go into January potentially. But there's some items here that I helped lead kind of the conception of them at Amgen, working with Odysseus, and some things that I'm also contributing now. So looking forward to continuing that work with the community. So thank you to everybody. Thank you to the community for nominating and voting for me, and also special thanks to Patrick as a mentor and friend, to my boss at Amgen, Deborah Kim, to the Project Titan team at Amgen as well, and also to my new BI colleagues. Really appreciate all the support on this. So per Patrick's request, this is our Halloween costume from 2015, in which we went as the Lego movie characters, Emmett and Wildstyle, I think is the name. And we found a random Lego Batman there as well. So that was 7 years ago. Still timely here at Odyssey. So thanks, everybody.